Hello my great people, karibuni to another episode of Commerce Chronicles. Kama kawaida hapa we give you the tips, the advices na siri za kuendeleza biashara. Kama uko na biashara mpya ama uko na biashara unaendeleza. Na as usual guys, we have an amazing guest for you. But before you get to meet our guest, remember that this show is proudly sponsored by Dunamis Rock Group of Companies. They deal with property management. Kama wewe ni landlord and managing your property is becoming a headache, don't worry because Dunamis Rock Group of Companies got you. Kama pia unatafuta ni wapi uta move in, don't worry because they will sort you out. Their numbers are right here kwa screen, just reach them na utasaidika. So come now and let's meet our guest. So guys, kama vile nilikuwa nimewaahidi, niko hapa na mgeni wetu, nitampatia chance atueleze jina yake, yeye ni nani na anafanya kazi gani.
Kwa majina kamili naitwa Juliet Tina Okoth. I'm a crochet artist. Yeah. All I do is basically crocheting and knitting, handmade, but mostly crocheting. Yeah.
Kuna mtu anaweza kuwa akituangalia pale, our viewer, hajui crocheting ni nini. Unaweza tuelezea what is crocheting?
Crocheting is basically making clothes using yarn. Yarn ni uzi. Na crocheting unatumia mikono na unatumia hook moja. Lakini knitting unaweza fanya na machine na unaweza fanya na mikono. Lakini kwa sisi hatuna machine, tunatumia mikono.
Oh wow, that's amazing. That's a very unique business.
Yeah,
now, what really inspired you to venture into this business?
I used to see my grandmother crocheting. Kitambo, I was in primary, but not so concentrated. Namwangalia tu, just a child being interested. So as time went by, I did nothing about it, no interest, nini. And then COVID-19 came. I was like, tushai kwa lockdown, what am I supposed to do? I was like, I can as well start crocheting, I stay at home, nikaanza kuambia mom ninunulie tauzi ya 60, no ninunulie hook ya 60 bob. Yeah, that's how I started. Nothing actually inspired me, just that I felt idle and I had a skill. Yeah.
So this was in 2020?
2020, COVID, the lockdown. Yeah.
Wow. Now, your time, like that time, 2020, how did the business begin?
2020, basically the business did not begin in 2020. I started by making products for my friends, for my family. Ninatengeneza tu, ikitokea vibaya sawa, ikitoka inaweza valika ni sawa. So actually hapo ndio ninapata a lot of inspiration, because I have a friend who used to tell me eti ai mami nishone short na top. I'm like, we leta tu uzi. And then nashona, imetoka vibaya tunarudia, imetoka vibaya tunarudia, until sasa nikaanza like getting into the system, nimeanza kujua, I explore, we have internet. Hiyo time sasa una cha kufanya usomi nini, so you explore the internet, unaangalia a lot of YouTube videos. Yeah, so hivyo ndio niligrow kidogo. So ndio nikasema I'm now perfect enough to start actually selling my product. So some few people approached me. I was in campus, tumerudi shule sasa. A few friends were like, nitengeneze bikini. So I used to just make them as a throwaway. Ni kama narusha pesa. We leta tu, hata kama na unprofit ya 50 bob on top. I'm like, well, later too.
Wow. So you're even passionate about it?
Yeah, I actually love doing it so much, because sometimes it's like an escape. A lot of things are going on. I find peace in crochet. Yeah.
Wow.
Hapo umenyamaza, you're doing your own work. Kuna mtu anakuongelesha. So it's a lot of peace. Ni kama meditation.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Na hapo ndo biashara ianze. How much capital did you have? Ama ulianzaje financially?
For a crochet business, you actually don't need that much capital. I think hata uzi ya 60 bob and hook ya 60 bob is enough for you to start a business. So let me say you buy packet ya uzi, that's 540, and then ununue hook ya 60. Yo packet ya uzi unatengeneza hata mavin kama 5. That's enough for you to start. Hizo mavin 5 ukiziuza, see they bring something. Hivyo you actually don't need a lot of capital. niseme as long as bado unatengeneza things from where you stay nini you don't need that much capital. You just need the motivation to start.
Motivation. Yeah. Like ni approximate, like how much, maybe if someone has asked you for a dress, utahitaji like approximately how much hivi?
Okay, for my pricing I go depending on what am I making, the materials I'll use, the size of the person, so kila kitu iko na nini yake, iko na bei yake, lakini the more material I use, the more energy I use, the more the price. Yeah.
So now I wanted to ask each question. Yeah, you've said you learned it through YouTube and watching videos.
Yeah.
So how would you advise someone? Ni kuwa na some training like academic wise, ama you just started watching videos?
No, actually it starts with having the interest. You know, ni kama let's say you have the interest of gaining or losing weight. The first thing is acceptance. You accept I want to gain or I want to lose weight. And then the next thing is sasa naenda gym. So sasa tuseme crocheting, you start with I want to actually start crocheting. Crocheting needs a lot of time, by the way. You'll need to actually invest your time in it. Si kitu yenye utasema I'll learn in 30 minutes. No, because kama ujui, I have to teach someone how to hold the hook, how to actually hold the material. Na hiyo ndio mtu ajue kushika. Unamwambia shika hivi. So actually it begins with the process of accept tunataka kujua, and then the next part is kama utataka somebody who is already experienced akufunze. Sasa kama mimi ukikuja kwangu you want the experience, I'll teach you well and good, but I'll just teach you the basics. The rest of the things utaenda kusoma. I'll tell you go surf the internet. I can't teach you everything. I can't teach you how to make a top. I can't teach you how to make a short. I'll just tell you go surf the internet now for more experience. Si hata we mwalimu shule alikwambia na kupea tu ile common, the rest is on you, the rest of the research.
Yeah. And what about the creativity? Do you have to have that creative mind to venture into such a business?
You also have to. It's like basically fashion and design. You can't start kama hauna hiyo creativity ya how to design a product. Obviously the product itatoka shapeless. You have to have that creative mind. Ujue, if I do this, it will come out this way. Because mtu atakuja with just a regular piece of cloth, like not crochet. Akwambie, I want you to make me a replica of this one. If you're not creative, how are you supposed to make the replica? You have to be creative too.
Now the government inatakanga some requirements, some measures to follow. What are these legal measures that you have to follow to have such a business?
Okay, now after you've done the home stuff and you're like, now let me start having like a physical location. Basically it's like a normal business. You'll have to have your business license, the permits and everything. So hizo just the normal business regulations and just
hizo tu ndio unahitaji.
There's no special requirement for crochet or anything.
And for someone starting, do they have to have like a physical shop, or you can just do something online?
I started working from my mother's home. My mom used to tell me, ai, mtoto umenijazia uzi kwa nyumba. Unaenda sitting room kuna uzi, unaenda bedroom kuna uzi, kuna just boxes. So the house was ever full of uzi kila kona. My mom was like, eka hizi uzi kwa place moja, you know. So mimi nilianzia kwa nyumba. You can start anywhere you want and you can actually still work from home. You don't always have to have a physical shop, as long as you have a audience that will actually reach you wherever you are. That's all that matters.
And how did your family take it? Sasa ulisema now this is a business I'm going to do.
My family used to say, finally someone has followed our grandmother's footsteps. So they were like, at least your skill ya grandma haijaisha na yeye. Kuna mtu along the bloodline. I think I'm the only cousin who does, like the only granddaughter who does it. Also my aunties, none of them actually crochet. It's actually me who has taken the grandma's skills. But it's okay because I actually look like her. So basically I'm a younger version.
Now you're flowing into her path.
So there's actually no like problem between family or anything. It's okay. It's all good as long as money comes in, you know.
Because you mentioned money, we're going to come back to that sector ya pesa. But before, guys, we are going to go for a short break. But remember that this show is proudly sponsored by Dunamis, a group of companies. They deal with property management. If you're a landlord somewhere and managing your property is becoming a stressing thing, don't worry, Dunamis got you. And also, if you want a house to move in, maybe you want to relocate to some other place, don't worry, Dunamis got you. Their numbers are right here on screen. Just reach them out na utasaidika. So see you after the break.